is controlled by Steinhoff with just over 50% of the shares in issue. The company's operational brands include Bradlow's, Joshua Door, Morkel's, Russell's, Hi-Fi Corp and Incredible Connection. Market cap 7 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of 6.2 and a dividend yield of 7.2%. Where are we going with this one? The results are out today, gentlemen. Daniel,
Yes,
did you get
yes.
a chance to have a look at them?
I did look through the results. Look, with all businesses, it's important to look at all the financial statements, income statement, balance sheet, etc. I think with businesses like these, it's even more important because you can't just look at the earnings because the earnings are based off lending, credit granting, book growth, and you're not sure if the provisions against that book growth is adequate. So if the provisions go up, expenses are going to come through the income statement in the following years and take away the profit that you think you might be getting. Something else that concerned me is that the tangible net asset value actually went backwards in the book.
Well, that's never a good thing.
And they had a quite a large increase in the intangibles basically for their ERP system. So one possible thing is if you are capitalizing expenses to the balance sheet. I'm not saying that's what they did, but I was just surprised to see the intangibles on the balance sheet go up so much. And I think that actually gives a more realistic viewpoint of the business's performance.
Paul, did you have time to examine the results?
Yes, look, the reason this is here is because they have the Stein Build business division, which Steinhoff put into JD Group in that big reorganization. And in addition, as Daniel mentioned in passing earlier, they also acquired that Eastern Cape-based business called Hardware Warehouse. So it's kind of a smaller part.
Do they have retail? Is the Stein Build retail focused?
Yes.
Where are these stores?
Like Krugersdorp, the East Rand, West Rand, they've got, I forget the names of the actual brands.
Basically what you're looking for is Penny Pinchers and Timber City.
Ah, there you go.
Timber City, I know well.
And so, I mean, that's all good and well, and that's very nice, and it's probably not doing too badly. But the bigger picture with JD Group, of course, is credit extension with a rather questionable quality of book, and then also the rather turgid circumstances in the current furniture retail environment.
Hot or not?
So I'm not hot on this one. I was also not particularly pleased to see Grattan Kirk leave this group after a short spell in the CEO position. I know that the Steinhoff guys are probably going to look after this one, but just for me right now, currently, and with the share price very weak, not hot on it.
Daniel, do you concur, hot or not?
Look, I think that I'm concerned about the unsecured book. I think the provision is too low. I'm also concerned about the jump in the intangibles in the balance sheet, like I explained the effect that that might have on the income statement. So I'm quite concerned about where earnings are going to go from here. I would say not.